Hi guys and welcome back to FUT Champions Journey, the series where we are currently sat on, as we jump into the screen guys, 18 wins out of 20 games. That's a bit of an improvement considering I usually finish on like 16, 17 games in the previous. It's still the Friday as I'm playing now, obviously with Christmas Day being today I think as this video does go up, or maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Boxing Day. We have 20 games to play in probably the space of 24 hours as that's the aim, but I should be able to get it done. I've got obviously 20 games played in the space of 12 hours, so that's the aim today, to get probably 5 games done now and then go to bed and then play the remaining 15 tomorrow. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes or cheap game codes, guys, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. We're trying to hit over 4,000 likes. That'd be brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. So with the second episode, we've already hit gold 3, guys. So it's more than likely looking like we are going to potentially hit elite unless we have a really, really bad run. But if you look at monthly, we are out of the 140 games we played, we've won 116. Still 60 remaining. That's a pretty good return. In my opinion, you guys may not agree with it, but I think that's really, really good. And we've already hit elite, so we're already guaranteed the 12 red informs. But earlier on today, guys, I was in the top 100, and I've taken a massive, massive break now. So I'm still in there. I'm still 80th in the world. So with 20 games to remaining, guys, who knows where we can end up? Skill rating, it's not bad actually compared to the others. If you take a look, yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? Not a bad skill rating at all, but the aim is to ignore that, guys. 20 games, it's its own thing, and the team we're using, as always, guys, is going to be this one. There has been some new SBCs I've just recorded, but none of them are going to fit into the team because I'm more than happy with this one, really. I'm more than happy with this one. It's doing the business. Super subs as well. Georgie Best, absolutely awesome, guys. 59 games, 20 goals, and 19 assists, even though he did miss a few sitters in the last game. How much is he? I paid 1.125 for him. His price has gone up. Bargain. Trading with Bates, so 10 games, guys. Game number 21 to 30. Don't want the sticking point, want wins. Hopefully we can get that. Let's see how we do, guys. Fingers crossed we can do pretty well. So, guys, moving on into game number 1 of today's episode, we come against iParadises with also the red Lewandowski, the informed Dembele from this week's Team of the Week, Marco Reus, Sanchez, Muller, Vidal, solid midfield, brilliant defence as well. Baba may be the only weak link there, and Leno in net. Very, very good player, did the backwards dribble. Very, very frustrating to play against. I don't know if you guys... Like, I have 2 things on FIFA which really do annoy me. Well, annoy me in the fact that I can't defend against it because of the way I do defend, and it is the backwards dribble. If you guys know what that is, it is the both back triggers applied, and it's like precision dribbling, I think it is. We got very lucky to pull an equaliser, guys, in the second half with a long ball through to Kyle Walker, who gets the tap on him. Into extra time, another long through ball, and Best catches him out on the counter-attack and does finesse it by the keeper to make it 2-1, and basically gets into the game. George Best, guys, is one of the best legends on the game, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know if I've told you exactly what I do with my team, but I will tell you now, just in case I haven't covered it. So with the team that you do see, Benzema always gets 45 minutes of the game for me, just because he's good. Benzema is bloody good, and that's why I like to play him. But his stamina is very, very low, and come the second half, Benzema's stamina is pretty like halfway already. So what I'll do is I take Benzema off for George Best. George Best moves to the left-hand side, Ronaldo to striker, and they're the only changes I make really very early on. Then towards the end of the game, Gareth Bale's probably the next person whose stamina is really, really low. Take him off for Neymar, and then the final substitution, which I usually make, guys, is Ronaldo, and I either bring on in the SBC DYBALA or Suarez, depending on how I do feel some of the games. And if I am feeling very, very defensive, I'll take Pogba out and bring on Vidal. Just I'm not sure which change I'll make. This game, guys, started off very nicely. Was able to make it 2-0 very, very quickly with a brilliant finish there from Ronaldo, getting a second bite at the cherry. And we are looking very good this weekend. Now, obviously, with a team like this, I should be going very highly. Now it's just down to player skill, really, because I do come up against super teams. I do lose against super teams, but now I've started to compete against them and do all right. This team was pretty average the way it was playing as well. Long through ball here through to Gareth Bale, gets the running on the defender, holds it back through to Best. Best picks it up nicely, and for a very small person is George Best. He is very, very strong and scores. Gets another assist there to Ronaldo. But my opponent does get 1 goal, guys. It was a nice one as well. Aubameyang picks up the ball, finesse past the keeper, 4-1. in the 81st minute of the game, but there was one more goal to come in this game, guys, and it was through a mistake through Renato Sanchez, of all people, who didn't do the ball correctly. Vieira breaks on through, could have boosted Vieira's stat, but wanted to get it to Bale just to confirm the goal, and a nice 5-1 victory here continues on the run, and it is a solid, well, it was 94% pass accuracy. That is crazy. I barely misplaced any passes that game. Next opponent against V Skittles, guys. Koscielny, Bailly, Bellerin, Van Aanholt, Begovic, Kante, Inform, Lallana, SBC, Chan. Some very, very nice players in his team. My opponent this time round in 21st minute, guys, did start off very, very cautiously. We get one run on here as the ball bounces to Benzema. Benzema to Ronaldo. Brilliant finish, 1-0. I thought I was cruising in that game. I was camped in and outside his area for the remainder of the game, but caught on counter-attack 3 times. Ian Robben with the first counter-attack, guys, gets in behind my defence, holds off the defender as well, and is able to make it 1-1. Then Slimani out muscles, I think it was Smalling, he makes it 2-1, and then panic set in, guys. Was going for the attack, wasn't working, and unfortunately we got a loss, which we could have won if I was more clinical, but unfortunately we do get the loss. So you can see, guys, I had a lot more chances, just couldn't get on target, a lot more possession, but my opponent was worked out very well and picked up the win. So 3rd loss given to us, guys, so hopefully we can go on a nice streak here. Up against Draxler, Daniel Sturridge not on full chemistry, Emre Can, Kante and a few others to name, and this team was very, very weak. He got knocked over all over the shop and ping high through balls to Gareth Bale with a nice half volley there to make it 1-0 in the 16th minute of the game. So even though he did have fast players, guys, they were getting out muscled, and that's what I do like about my team, is it is physically strong. You see that there's not really many small and weak players in the team. Even Kante pulled out. Vieira huge, Hullet huge, Pogba huge, Ronaldo big, and Bale big, Benzema very strong, and the defence, it speaks for itself. Maybe Kyle Walker I'd probably say is the weakest player in the team. So a 2-0 lead already. Alaba links up the ball to Ronaldo, and a brilliant driven finesse shot into the top corner makes it 3-0 in the 56th minute of the game, guys, and just continued on pushing. Nice 1-2 here, and this save, guys, is the best save of the weekend. I've crossed to the back post from Bale. Brilliant volley from Bale, George Best, and Butland, of all people, is able to stick a foot out and stop the goal. From that, guys, my opponent does score a consolation goal to make it 3-1 in the game, but I just couldn't get over that save from Butland. It was absolutely mental. So another game which possession was mixed, but the attacking chances were on my side. Both of us had decent pass accuracy, and then we move on to our next game against Flyman Flap, who has Player of the Month's son, Jamie Vardy, inform Walcott, inform Azpilicueta as well. Probably the first time I come up against him this weekend, and there was something wrong with him, and I will talk about it in the game, guys. He always drifted to the right back and left back position, which was very frustrating for me to watch, because Azpilicueta, if you guys did see me, I packed him in the rewards video. I was more than happy to hopefully do the business with him, thinking he would be a very, very good addition to my team. But after watching what happened with him in this game especially, guys, he just is not a centre-back. And if you guys do use that Azpilicueta, let me know how you feel about him at centre-back. Is he good? He looks like he would be very good, but I don't know if it's that old thing in previous FIFAs where if you get like a winger turned to centre midfielder, they always seem to edge towards the wings. We make it 3-1 in this game. Defence wide open there, and we're able to get the 3-1 lead, which was reduced to 3-2. Just revenge goals. That's what I'm going to call them, guys. I know a lot of people call them kick-off boosts, where people score direct from kick-off, but I'm going to call them revenge goals, because that's going to be the new cool thing, which everyone calls them type of goals. So 4-2 in the 77th minute, guys, of this game, and then we're able to break on through. George Best, yet again, being very, very strong, gets a cut on the inside, and a nice left-footed shot to the far corner makes it 5-2 in the 87th minute of the game. But as you guys do know, I am aiming to boost my skill rating up in case we do finish highly. George Best makes it 6-2 in this game, and does seal a victory, which didn't look like it was going to be a convincing victory early on in the game. But dominant shots, just possession held very well by my opponent. So moving on to, I think this was the start of a new day now, guys. I think we've got 5 games left, and these were played on a Saturday afternoon. At the intro I told you I was going to play 5 games and go to bed, which I did, and I think these are a start, and you can see that stat card on Petr Cech. it was very fucking noticeable that he had a stat card on Petr Cech. Pogba here with the ball on the outside. Bale inside the area to Benzema. 21 minutes in, guys. Brilliant finish underneath the keeper. Makes it 1-0. This game, like I said, guys, was very tough. The amount of shots I had was ridiculous. And you see in the 81st minute, my opponent starts an attack with Coutinho. He wasn't really doing much at this point, but he's able to dribble through, gets the ball through to Jonas, who completely knocks Alaba, of all people, off the ball, squares it to Coutinho. Brilliant finish, ties the game up, and pissed me off, like really pissed me off. But kick-off, revenge goal. Here it comes, guys. Kyle Walker bombs down the wing, gets the cut on the inside to Neymar. Neymar sees the run, no, not coming, but nice link up between him and Suarez. Suarez gets the ball back to him, and we do win the game in the 85th minute, guys, with a nice revenge goal there, and seals the deal. 2-1 victory in a game we could have potentially lost. This is the start of a bad run, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning, guys. It's going to be a bad run. Dominant in possession, dominant in the shot and chances again, but obviously my opponent had a few too many chances for my liking. Up against Hazard, Vardy, inform Zaha, inform Lallana, inform Eriksen, De Bruyne, Smalling, Koscielny, Walker, Klein, and Lloris in net. Game started off well. First couple of minutes, guys. Benzema picks up the ball, goes for a brilliant long shot. The power which was generated there was absolutely unbelievable, and did make it 1-0 very early on. But my opponent, with a stunning free kick there off the bar, over the line and bounces back out, guys. Eden Hazard does tie it up in the 42nd minute of the game. This game was end to end. I probably didn't deserve to win it, but it goes to penalty shootouts. We save a penalty there. Jamie Vardy steps up, misses the penalty. I had already missed a penalty at this point as well, so it tied the game back up. And as you can see, Hullet goes to the left-hand side with a penalty. Puts us back into the lead. My opponent steps up for his penalty as well. You can see it is Zaha stepping up, a little bit uneasy as well with his step up and run up. And obviously I've got a new saving technique, guys, which is just stagger left or stagger right, and we do thankfully save it with Neuer. So a penalty kick, penalty shootout win. That's something you don't really see on the channel, and it's something which hopefully can continue. So basically a victory, guys, against an opponent where it's very even, but I probably could have lost that game. And 2 games out of the 4. Ryan G this time, played amongst some. Mahrez, Vardy, Chan, Dele Alli, Drinkwater, Shaw, Luis, Smalling, Valencia, Butland, just to name a BPL team, guys. And Son goes for the triple tap across the area, makes it 1-0 in the 37th minute of the game. Nice finish by Dwight Gale. Frustrating goal to concede. And in the second half, guys, just afterwards, back heel from Vardy, straight to Emre Can. He gets the shot off, 2-0. It was looking like a loss was going to come at this point, even though we were having the chances. So I needed to get my arse in gear. I needed to make some fresh changes, which we did do. Bale links up with George Best. Nice cut on the inside. Brilliant shot. 2-1 in the 64th minute of the game. We just need one more goal to get back into it. And it come from a corner. In the 76th minute, Ronaldo passes the ball through to Boateng to Bale, and easy as you like, guys. 2-2 within a matter of 10 minutes, and we are back looking like we are going to be with a chance of winning this game. 79th minute, long afterwards, he allows George Best to run at him. Does cut on the inside with a nice ball roll. Gets to the ball, luckily, to Hullet, who drives on in. Driven shot. 3-2 in the 80th minute of the game, guys. From 2-0 down to a 3-2 win. I will take that any day of the week. And it does continue to let us push on this weekend league. So a 3-2 victory in a game where my opponent didn't have many chances, but we had quite a few. And thankfully we were able to get the win. And that's all that matters. Up against Perisic, Dybala, Salah, Asamoah, Hernandez, Parolo, Sandro, Manolas, don't know that centre back, Perez, and also Joe Hart. This game was 0-0. It went straight to penalties. Yes, penalties again, guys. You can see how many penalties have been taken at this point. We'd already missed a lot. My opponent goes to the right hand side there, completely bamboozling me with the penalty, and then we've got Alaba stepping up for his penalty to try and finally get us on the win. You can see here we're going right, went down the middle instead, and luckily that his keeper didn't save it with his feet, because you guys, if you've done penalties, you'll know exactly what that is. This penalty of Alexandro could have been saved. It wasn't. I was disappointed not to save it, but I had staggered left and then dived right, and unfortunately didn't miss it. Boateng this time goes with a penalty to the left hand side, putting us into the lead, and all we had to do was save this penalty to try and get the win, guys. And you can see he steps up, we stagger right, and thankfully it does lock into Neuer's hands, and another penalty victory in this video, guys. So a nice win. Another nice win, and now we're on to our final game of today's episode, guys. Currently, we are sat 26-3. We need this victory to try and get us 27-3, which is a respectable running into the final 10 games of FUT Champions. Up against 3 SBC cards of Perrin, Insigne, and Gamero. Martial, just a nice looking team, but cheap as well. Bale breaks on inside the area, is able to do the turn, and Benzema gets a near post shot. And direct from that, guys, our opponent rage quit. 8 minutes in, crazy. Easy win, easy life. Let's go and do the outro and have a little bit of a recap. So guys, this opponent, 4 very, very fucking tough games. Not gonna lie to you. We've just had a run up to this. Scored 1 goal. We think it was Benzema who passed it to, and he tapped in. The guy rage quit literally minutes into the game. Don't know why he did it. He just obviously rage quit in 8 minutes after we scored the goal. So I'll take that, guys. Taking us to a nice 27, I think it's 20, yeah, 27 wins, 3 losses. That's the quota which I always set myself, which is 1 loss every 10 games. And we've got 10 games remaining, guys. Already 2 wins away from Elite, which is absolutely awesome. And if we win the whole 10 games, which I can't see happening today because I just don't feel confident in FIFA today, we could finish on 37, which would be the highest by a while. I think 36. I don't think we ever finished on 36. So even if we take 2 losses, we're on a good run. Let's hopefully do it, guys. Leave a like, rate on the video, subscribe if you're not, and fingers crossed we can do good and finish strong.